Welcome to Tomorrow Online Classes. See students, so today we are going to discuss the problem number 30. So what is the problem number 30 is? See that one, the number of bacteria in a certain culture doubles every hour if there were 30 bacteria present in the culture originally. So what they are given? There were 30 bacteria present in the culture originally. How many bacteria will be present at the end of the second hour and at the end of the fourth hour and at the end of the nth hour? That is the question. So what is the question is here? Some culture. So they have originally 30 bacteria is there. What they are identified that every hour it is increasing. That is it will be double. So that meaning is we have to observe that if it is a number of bacteria is here. So present is nothing but here the number of bacteria is 30. So it is the present already it has. After the end of the first hour, the number of bacteria will be doubles. That means 60. After the end of the second hour, it will become 120. It will be double. Yes or no? So after the end of the third hour, it will become 240. After the end of the fourth hour, it will become 480. Are you understand that? So the number of bacteria present is 30. After the end of the first hour, it will become 60. After the end of the second hour, it will become 120. It will be double. So after the end of the third hour, it will become 240. After the end of the fourth hour, it will become 480 and so on. So here, what I am observed that R is equal to, you have to observe this one here, 60 by 30, that is 2. 120 by 60, that is also 2. 240 by 120, that is also 2. That meaning is, the number of bacteria is in GP. The number of bacteria is in GP. So, R value will become, R value is equal to 60 by 30, A2 by A1. So, that is nothing but 2. And also A value is nothing but 30, that is the first term. You can observe that one. Or understand that? But in the question, what they are asking, you have to calculate the number of bacteria at the end of the nth hour also. So what we will start at one first? Given there were 30 bacteria present in the culture originally, and also the number of bacteria increases. The number of bacteria in the culture doubles every hour. So this is the terms they are already given in the question. Okay, what is that given? Given that there are 30 bacteria present in the culture originally, the number of bacteria in the culture doubles every hour. So therefore, thus the number of bacteria in the culture forms a geometric progression. It forms a geometric progression. You can observe that in the box. Okay. So I will take that one. Let A is equal to 30 and the ratio R is equal to 2. I am already given that. Why I am taking the 2 is here. So R is equal to 2. Why? Because it is a double for every time. So at the end of the first hour, the number of bacteria bacteria at the end of first hour. At the end of the first hour, that meaning is if it is the first term, automatically it will become the second term. Yes or no? So it is A, automatically it will become AR. That is equal to AR. So that is equal to A is 30 into R value is 2. So that is 60. The number of bacteria at the end of the first hour, after end of the first hour, it is the second term. You understand that? So A is already given, that is the present, that is A. The second term is AR. Next term is AR square. Next term is AR cube. You understand that? So after end of this first hour means it is the second term. That is nothing but AR. A value is 30 and R value is 2. The number of bacteria is 60. Similarly, what is the question they are asking that? At the end of it, the number of bacteria at the end of second hour. What is the second hour? At the second hour, I am taking that second hour. What is that? After end of the second hour, it will become AR square. So that is nothing but 30 into 2 square. 30 into 2 square. So the value will become that 30 into 4. So that is nothing but 120. Next, the number of bacteria at the end of they are asking that second hour, after end of the second hour they need you have to calculate the fourth hour also, and I will take that order. At the end of the third hour also I am calculating this one. At the end of the third hour, so that is equal to 30. That is the it is R square, it will become AR cube. So that is equal to 30 into 2 cube. So that is equal to 30 into 2 cube is nothing but 8. So that is nothing but 240. Similarly, the number of bacteria at the end of fourth hour. So that is R power 4, that is 30 into 2 power 4, that is 30 into 16. So that implies that is 480. So see that next they are asking in the question, you have to calculate the end of the nth hour. Therefore, the number of bacteria at the end of nth hour. So that is nothing but A into R power n. So A value is 30 into R value is nothing but 2 power n. So see that question once again, students. So what they are given that originally 30 bacteria already present in the culture. So every hour it is doubles. So what I am already given one chart here. You can write it at one side. You can understand that what we are taking. So at the present is 30. At the end of the first hour it will become 60. At the end of the second hour it will become 120. At the end of the third hour it will become 2. Automatically it is in GP. R value is 2 and A value is 30. A value is the first one. So that is the 30. So here, so that's why what we are taking that the number of bacteria in the culture forms a geometric progression, and A is the 30 and R is equal to 2. The number of bacteria at the end of the first hour, that is because it is the second term. So at the end of the first hour means it is the second term. 30 is the first term. So at the end of the 1 hour it will become 60. That is the second term. So it is AR. So 30 into 2. So that is the 60. At the end of the second hour, that is AR square. First term is A, second term is AR, next term is AR square. Third term, the number of the bacteria at the end of the third hour, AR cube. So at the end of the fourth hour, AR power 4. At the end of the nth hour, it will become A into R power n. So A value is 30 and R value is 2. So that is nothing but 30 into 2 power n. So that is the problem. See that once again. So see the question number 31. So read the question number 31. What is the question number 31 is given? See the question number 31. So what is the question number 31 is here. See students. So what will 500 rupees amount to in 10 years after its deposit in a bank? So what they are deposited? 500 rupees is deposited in a bank. So it pays annual interest rate of 10%. What they are paying the annual interest is 10%. Compound annually. So what is the meaning of the compound annually? So in the interest rates, it is a very important in our life. So you have to calculate that. Two cases are there. So first one is the simple interest and the second one is the compound interest. So what is that one? Is simple interest means, for example, A person and B person, two persons are there. Or if it is a person is deposited in a bank. So that is if they are giving that 200 rupees to this person and this person gives that 10% interest. 10% interest they will give you that. So what is the meaning of simple interest? What is the meaning of simple interest? So simple interest is nothing but, so how to calculate this one is. So first one is at the beginning it is 200, it is okay. In the second year you have to get 200 plus 10% of 200. So first year they are given, in the beginning they are given the 20, at the end of the first year they have to pay 200 plus 10% of 200. So that is the meaning is nothing but the 200 plus 10% is nothing but the 10 by 100 into 20. So that is nothing but they will pay, the amount is 200 plus 20 rupees. So that is nothing but 220 rupees they will pay at the end of the first year. So next, in the next year, what they will pay that one? 200 plus 10% of 200 only. So that meaning is 220 plus 20, it will become 240 only. Next year, what they will pay that on? 240 plus 10% of 200. So that is nothing but 240 plus 20, it will become 260 and so on. This is called a simple interest. What they are giving that? So what is the amount they are given at the beginning? So they are giving the 10% of interest on that amount only. Are you understand, students? So 200 is given. So that is the 10% is 20 rupees. It will become 220. Next year it will add 200 plus 20 plus 20. It will become 240. Next year it will become that 200 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20. It will become 260. Are you understand that? So this is the simple interest. But in the question, simple interest, it is in what is this? This is in AB. Yes or no? 200, 220, 240, 260 and so on. This is in AB, arithmetic progression. Yes or no? So this is in arithmetic progression. But in the question, what they are asking, you have to calculate the compound annually. That means you have to calculate the compound interest. What is the meaning of the compound interest? Is see here, are you all understand this? Simple interest. Simple interest is nothing but you have to give the, we are adding the interest on the first principal amount. So that is only it will give you that. Okay, this is called a simple interest. But it is very important here, compound interest. What is that one is? Compound interest, that is annually. So what we will do that one. So here also, see this one. So first they will give you 200 rupees for example. They will give you 200 rupees. At the end of the first year, they have to pay 10% interest. So what it will become? 200 plus 10% of 200. So that is 20% is nothing but 20. So 200 plus 20 will become 220 rupees. So at the end of the second hour, if they did not take in that, so it will be remains at the end of the second hour, 2 years is over. So then what is the amount they have to pay? So that is nothing but here, carefully see this one, 220 plus 10% of 220. In the previous one, what we have taken? 10% of 200 only. But here, what they will give you that? This amount. What is the amount you got that? That amount you have to pay in the next year. The 10% of interest you have to take on 220. So that means is 220 plus it will become 22 rupees. It will become 242 rupees. Are you understand that? In the previous one, in the simple interest, you got only 240 rupees. But here you got that 242 rupees. This is called compound interest. Compound interest. Are you understand that, students? So this is called compound interest. So this is the compound interest. What is that one? So first they are given the 200. So after end of the first year, it will become 220. And the simple interest and compound interest both are same. It will give you 220. At the end of the second year, they will calculate 10% of interest on 220 rupees, not the 200. That is the difference between compound interest and simple interest. So here, in this question, what they are all understood this compound interest is. So what is the amount you got in the previous year that you have to take here? That is the 10%. So this is the compound interest. So our banks, and if you are taking a loan, they will take that compound interest here in the present. All the banks are taking this. So see this one here in this question, what they are giving that. So they are deposited in a bank. The person deposited 500 rupees amount in the bank. The person deposits the amount in the bank is, what is the amount he deposited in the bank? That is the 500 rupees. And the bank pays annual interest rate of 10%. So they are paying the annual interest rate of 10%. So I am asking that what is the amount he will pay at the end of the first year. So the amount at the end of first year. At the end of the first year, what is the amount you got? That is nothing but 500 plus 10%. 10% of the amount. 10% of the amount 500. So that is nothing but 500 plus 10% of amount of 500, meaning is 10 by 100 into 500. So that is equal to, I will take the 500 common from these two, automatically it will become 1 plus 10 by 100. So that is nothing but 500 into 1 plus 10 by 100 is nothing but 0.1. 1 by 10, 1 by 10 is nothing but 0.1. So that is nothing but 500 into 1.1. So the amount at the end of the first year, what is that amount is 500 into 1.1. What is that one is 555. Understand that the amount is nothing but 550, not the 55. That is the 550. So that is the amount they will pay at the end of the first year. That is the 500 into 1.1. That is the 550. So it is the A and it is R. It is the principal amount and it is the 1.1 is the R. So see that one carefully. The amount at the end of second year. At the end of second year. So that is equal to, similarly you can take that 500 into 1.1 into 1.1. So it will become 500 into 1.1 whole square. So there is no need to calculate 10% of 500, 550 plus 10% of 500. What is the value you are getting here? Just multiply with the term, automatically you will get the same. So that is nothing but here at the end of the second year, he will get the interest and the total amount is 500 into 1.1 whole square. All understood that? So similarly, the amount at the end of third year. So what is this one? Similarly, you can take the value here 500 into 1.1 into 1.1. So what it will become? 500 into 1.1 whole cube. So what is the amount he will get? 500 into 1.1 whole cube. Similarly, and so on, the amount at the end of what is the amount they are asking? 10th year. What is the amount? This is the amount they are asking. So that is nothing but 500 into 1.1 into 1.1 into and so on. 1.1, how many times is that? 10 times. So that is nothing but 500 into 1.1 whole power 10. So that is the amount he will pay at the end of the 10th year. See the question once again, students. So the person deposits the amount in the bank is 500 rupees and the bank pays the annual interest is 10%. They are asking the compound interest. That is the compound annually. So you have to increase the compound interest. You have to calculate with the principal amount. So the amount at the end of the first year. What is the amount at the end of the first year? It will become 500 plus 10% of interest in the 500. So that is the 50 rupees actually. You understand that? So 500 plus 50 is 550. 550 you can determine in this form. So you can calculate easily. A value is 500 and R value is 1.1. So if you can identify this one, A is 500 and R value is 1.1. Automatically you can calculate at the amount at the end of the second year, A R square, that is 500 into 1.1 whole square. At the end of the third year, it will become A R cube, that is 500 into 1.1 whole cube. At the end of the 10th year, it will become 500 into 1.1 whole power 10. So see the question once again, students. See the question number 32. If arithmetic mean and geometric mean of the roots of a quadratic equation are 8 and 5 respectively, then obtain the quadratic equation. So here, what they are giving that one? Let A comma b are the roots of the quadratic equation given in the question. They are given one more condition. What is that? See here, arithmetic mean. What is the meaning of arithmetic mean? A plus b by 2, so that is equal to 8. They are already given this. So arithmetic mean, the arithmetic mean of the roots is 8. So that is arithmetic mean is equal to a plus b by 2, that is equal to 8. So that implies a plus b, it will become 16. So you can take this is the equation number 1. And already they are given one more condition. What is that one is the geometric mean, that is the square root of AB. So this value is given that 5. So that implies I will take that one, AB is equal to, what is the AB value is 25. We can take, this is the equation number 2. So A plus B is 16 and AB value is 25. So from 1 and 2 already you know that what is the quadratic equation is. The quadratic equation whose roots are a comma b is, what is the equation is x square minus sum of the roots, that is a plus b into x plus product of the roots, that is ab, that is equal to 0. So x square minus a plus b, sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. So that meaning is x square minus a plus b value already you know that is the 16x plus ab, product of the roots is 25. So that is equal to 0. See that question once again. So what they are giving that, first we have taken that a comma b are the roots of the quadratic equation and they are already given the arithmetic mean is 8. The arithmetic mean of the roots is 8. So what is that? A plus b by 2 is equal to 8. And already a plus b is equal to 16, that is the equation number 1. The geometric mean is nothing but the square root of AB. The geometric mean of two numbers is root of AB, that is equal to 5. Take the square, AB is equal to 25. Already we know that what is the condition? The quadratic equation whose roots are a comma b is x square minus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. In the bridge course we are already given this equation. So if a comma b are the roots, then the quadratic equation is x square minus sum of the roots into x plus ab is equal to 0. So a plus b already know that is the 16 and ab value is 25. Just replace the values, you will get the quadratic equation. So see that one more question here. See the example number 18. So what is the example number 18? If arithmetic mean and the geometric mean of two positive numbers a and b are 10 and 8 respectively, find these two numbers. What is the numbers are there? Find out that two numbers. So here what I will take that one is here. So the solution I will take that two numbers. Let a comma b be two positive numbers. Be two positive numbers. Be two positive numbers. So that is what is there given that arithmetic mean and the geometric mean of two positive numbers a and b are 10 and 8. So that meaning is here the arithmetic mean of a and b given arithmetic mean is equal to a plus b by 2, so that is equal to 10. They are already given this condition. So that implies what happens here? That implies a plus b. That implies a plus b, that is equal to 20. So take this is the equation number 1. And already they are given one more condition. What is that one? Is the geometric mean. So geometric mean, that is equal to square root of AB. So this value they are already given that is the 8. So that implies AB, if you can take the squaring on both sides, it will become the 16 only. That is the equation number 2. So after getting this A plus B and the AB values, we have to find out the A value and B value. So we know one condition. We know that A minus B whole square is equal to A minus B whole square, you can written as A plus B whole square minus 4AB. We are using this condition number of times. Okay. So already we know that A plus B, so we need A minus B. Then only you get A value and B value. So that's why I am taking the A minus B whole square formula. So what is that? A minus B whole square is equal to A minus B whole square is equal to A plus B whole square value is 20 whole square minus 4 into AB value is nothing but 64. So that implies A minus B whole square is equal to 400 minus that is the 16 and 24, that is the 256. This value is nothing but 256. So that implies A minus B whole square. So 400 minus 256 is nothing but 144. So that meaning is, if you can remove that square on this side, you will get the square root on the other side. What you will get, that plus or minus square root of 144. So that implies A minus B value will become plus or minus 12. So A minus B value will become plus or minus 12. So what happens here? So that implies what I will take the two cases. If I will take if A minus B, if A minus B is equal to 12. So take this is the equation number 1, 2 is over. So you can take this is the equation number 3. And also I will take that if A minus B is equal to minus 12. So I will take this is the equation number 4. So two cases arises here. A minus B is the plus 12 and the A minus B is the minus 12. So here if A minus B is the 12, I will take that equation 1 plus equation 3. So I am going to add equation 1. A plus B is equal to, what is the equation 1 is at 20. So equation 3 is A minus B is equal to 12. What happens? So minus B plus B will be cancelled. It will become 2A is equal to 32. So A value is 16. Substitute in equation 1. So what is the equation 1? A plus B is equal to 20. So that implies 16 plus B is equal to 20. So that implies B is equal to 20 minus 16. So B is equal to 4. So if A is equal to 16, then B will become the 4. Similarly, we will take the second case also. What is the second case is, if A minus B is a minus 12. So in this case, I will add equation 1 plus equation 4. So what happens here? So A minus B, that is the A plus B is equal to 20 and A minus B is equal to minus 12. So what happens? Minus B plus B will be cancelled. You will get that 2A is equal to 8. So that implies A is equal to 4. If A is equal to 4, substitute in equation 1. Substitute in equation 1. What is the equation 1 is? A plus B is equal to 20. So A value is 4. 4 plus B is equal to 20. So that implies B is equal to 20 minus 4. So that implies B is equal to 16. So if A is equal to 4, then B is equal to 16. If A is equal to 16, then B is equal to 4. Therefore, the required numbers are, what is the numbers are? 16 comma 4 or 4 comma 16. So see the question once again. So what they are giving that first I am taking the two positive numbers. Arithmetic mean of the two positive numbers is the 10. They are already given in the question. So automatically a plus b will become 20. And already they are given that the geometric mean is 8. So if you can take the squaring on both sides, AB is equal to 64. So if you know the A plus B and AB, then you can calculate A minus B. So A minus B whole square formula is A plus B whole square minus 4AB. So A plus B value is 20, just replace the value, that is the 400 minus 4 into AB value is 64, just multiply that 256. 400 minus 256, that is the 144. If you can remove the square here, you will get the plus or minus square root of on the other side. So plus or minus 144 is nothing but the whole square. The square root will be cancelled. It will become plus or minus 12. So if in the here you will get the two cases. If a minus b is equal to 12, so take the equation 1 plus equation 3. You will get the a value and substitute this a value in equation 1. You will get a b value. Similarly, if a minus b is a minus 12, so add equation 1 plus equation 4, you will get a value once again, substitute this a value in equation 1, you will get a b value. So therefore, what is the required numbers are 16, 4 or 4, 16. All are understood, students? See the question and practice the questions and complete all the examples. Okay, we will continue in the next class.